Okay, so I wanted to show you how I do most of these. So I know last time I did the flip cup thing. This is just a teeny tiny little wooden tile, and I'm going to show you what I normally do to get my results. So it's already open. So first, I'm going to flood the canvas with white. I'm just going to dump this directly onto the tile. Let me show you. Just pour it on there. And make sure you get your corners. I've noticed I'm not the only person. I noticed some artists that I watch do this too. They go ahead and flood their corners beforehand. So it's completely covered in a lot. Put she back down without getting paint all over myself. Okay. This has a lot of bubbles in it, and I also make sure I get the edges, and it looks like there's already something in my paint. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna take my finger and make sure my sides are covered really well. If they're not, it won't really, the rest of the paint won't really drip off. Oh, my voice sounds like shit. The paint won't really drip off the way that you want it to. It'll, I need a napkin. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so, yeah, if you don't spread it around the sides first evenly, it doesn't tend to drip over the sides evenly. Like will continue to skip those spots. Yeah, I have this flooded with white, and this paint, I've used 2 different ones. This one is really thin, so I'm not really sure how it's going to work as a base. Typically you want to use a heavier one as a base, but I'm going to grab my lighter. And I have some air bubbles that I'm just going to pop. I still need to get, is this more crap in my paint? There's some things on here, and I'm not sure if it's stuff that, like, gross, crusty stuff from my paint, or if it's just from the wood. So I didn't prep my wood. I didn't, like, put anything on it. I was just like, I want to paint, so yeah. Okay, so I've popped almost all of my air bubbles. Ooh, that got a little smoky. Did you see that? Is this flammable? Okay, let's not burn the house down. Okay, so I think I want to try, and I'm not sure if I have enough black for this, but I have 2 of these tiles, and I want to try doing a pink situation, but I want to show you how I put it on there, so I think I'm going to pick you up and try to pour it and show you at the same time. which might be a little hard, but we're gonna try. So, okay. So what I do is I do a zigzag across the center, and then I layer the colors on top of it. So let me see if I can show you how I do this. Like that. And then I have metallic silver. And I'm just gonna put it right on top of it. I'm going to try to, if it will come out. Not the best execution, but we tried. And then I'm going to use orange. There have been several of these that I have gone into attempting to make a mostly pink piece, and they usually tend to turn out mostly orange. So I'm going to add more pink on top of my orange. See if that helps. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just the tiniest bit of white, hopefully the tiniest bit of white around where I just added all of my color. Okay. Now let me put you back down and I'm gonna grab my straw. Well, what I'm going to do is blow out my paint in from the side that I added the extra white, and then what I'm going to do is blow back in the other direction probably to see what I can get out of it. So basically you cover all of your colors with white and then you blow it back out. Okay. I maybe added too many colors. And I also forgot to take my lighter to it before I started doing that, so there's like a ton of air bubbles in here. Okay, I'm gonna blow it back from this side and see what I can get out of it. Okay, that makes sense. Once you get the hang of using the straw, at first it feels like you don't really have a whole lot of control over where your paint is going, but once you get used to the feel of it, it gets easier to sort of manipulate and control where your paint is going to go when you're blowing it. I think I like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I had been getting kind of frustrated with some of my paintings. Let me show you. Well, this is what it looks like. I had been getting frustrated with some of my paintings because things were turning green or blue when I didn't want them to. So this is what it looks like right now. Sometimes little cells like this stuff will start to open up. Once it sits for a little while. But this is what we have right now. But okay, so I only used white, pink, orange, and silver, and there's a lot of like yellows, greens, even like some blue in here, and I'm betting that's from the silver. So I think I'm gonna stop using silver. It seems to be a little unpredictable, and it isn't really giving me, I mean, it makes my paintings kind of shimmery, but other than that, it isn't really giving the effect that I'm going for. So yeah, that is how it turned out, and I think I'm going to try to do it on black.